Tennessee. It isn't all Elvis and the Grand Ole Opry, though those things are pretty awesome. There are more than a few creepy places and weird stories in this southern state. Here are 5 of my favorite haunted places in Tennessee. Embraceville is a train bridge where the kids dare each other to walk across at midnight. What is today a spooky game began as a terrible crime. A black man named Drummond was lynched on the bridge by the Ku Klux Klan. He was left hanging to be discovered later. Locals say that at midnight, the murdered man appears and begins to walk across the bridge. Those who have seen the shadowy figure say that he vanishes into thin air. Who doesn't love trains? But along the Big Sandy Railroad is a spot with a horrific history. As the story goes, one night a conductor was working on the train, lantern in hand. Somehow he fell off as the train was moving. He fell underneath and his head was torn clean off. Today, if you walk along the tracks at night, you may see a phantom light floating in the darkness. Some have been brave enough to approach the light, but find only a cold emptiness when they draw near. So who doesn't like trains? Probably that guy. In Dover is the Fort Donelson National Battlefield, the site of crucial victories by Ulysses S. Grant and the Union Army. In the nearby cemetery, more than 600 Civil War soldiers are buried. But it seems that they're not all at rest. Local legend tells of Reuben Hammond, an infantryman who was killed in the battle for Fort Donelson. Reuben is still on duty and has been seen standing guard at the cemetery. But he's far from a frightening presence. In fact, those who have experienced him say he's lonely. If you call out a greeting to him, he will follow you around as you walk the cemetery. When you head back to your car, if you turn and look back, it's said you can see a shadowy figure waving goodbye as you leave, something that duty prevents Reuben from doing himself. Near the Greenwood Cemetery in Chattanooga, a wealthy family was said to have lived. All was well until the wife suddenly became ill. She survived, but she was confined to a wheelchair after that. In time, the husband fell in love with another woman. Knowing how it would look to his wealthy friends if he divorced his invalid wife, the husband instead chose to murder her. So he pushed his wife down to a nearby lake before drowning the helpless woman. Today, in the cemetery, a strange green mist has been seen hovering around the tombstones. In the morning light, when you examine the area where the mist was seen, you can sometimes find strange tracks, like wheelchair wheels, in the soft earth. The story of the Bell Witch is a famous one originating in Adams, Tennessee, in the early 1800s. The Bell family was said to be haunted by a benevolent force. Invisible, the witch nonetheless made scratching and thumping noises. Animals suddenly became frightened with no apparent cause. The supernatural happenings increased to the point that the Bell children were attacked and objects were thrown violently across the room. Legend says that the Bell Witch was someone, or was conjured up by someone, that the father, John Bell, had cheated in a business deal. Another story has the spirit being that of a slave that Bell had murdered. Whatever the origin of the witch, John Bell seemed to be the focus of the haunting. When John died under mysterious circumstances, many believed it was the witch taking her final revenge. Did we miss your favorite Tennessee haunted place or scary story? Let us know in the comments below.